talk to you guys about all the news and EVs and what's going on. And big news is the tax credits. The President, the Congress, and the Senate are probably going to push through basically gutting all the EV tax credits. So that would be the $7,500 off on a new EV and the $4,000 EV credit that not a lot of people know about. So if you buy a used EV, there's all these, rules and stipulations. But essentially, if it's an EV under $25,000, you can get a $4,000 credit. So that's point of sale if you buy it through a dealership. Now, there's ways to buy it from a private party and then go through some kind of service. And I'll flash that up. I think it's called Tello or something. But I'll flash that up on the screen actually. But anyway, so say you buy a $24,000 EV. If you get that instant $4,000 credit, now you have a $20,000 EV. Or it could even be a $14,000 EV, and now it's $10,000. So it's a pretty big chunk off the car. So all that's going to go away. And this hasn't been signed by the President as of the 23rd of May, so it could all change. But what they're hoping for is to get rid of it by December. And there's also some ideas they've got with the $7,500 credit of having it extend into 2026 if you don't produce over 200,000 vehicles. So it's all up in the air right now, but I would pretty much bank that by December, all the tax credits are basically going to vaporize. So if you want a new EV, which I kind of do because I'm at 127,000 miles. I would like to have a car that drives itself. This is I call it a big dumb Tesla because it doesn't drive itself. You have to actually turn the wheel, yourself. But doing a 116 mile daily commute, which I'm 59 miles into I'm 50 miles. I'm 50 miles into my commute. I've got 7.2 miles to go. And this is kind of daily life here, back and forth to work. A lot of people say, why did you take a job so far away? Well, I work for a really great city and I love it. And my wife and I live on the Rainbow River. And my wife said, no way she's getting off that Rainbow River, because there's really only one river in Florida that's that beautiful. But going back to the EVs, we're thinking hopefully by December, if we pull the trigger, we could probably buy a used Model Y. I'm still debating the used Model S because I love the S. I mean, I've had this S since 2020. It's been amazing. Original battery, original motor, original brake pads, and it's just been a great car. I love the look of the S. What I don't like about the S is when you get out, you hit your head up here a lot, because it does have a really, really low, swoopy roof line. Yeah, this is driving long distance commuting in a Tesla. So what happens is I charge at 80% up to 80% when I get home. I charge in my garage with a 240 watt Tesla mobile charger. I actually don't even have a built-in charger. I have a Nema 1450 in my garage, and I get home with about 20% of battery, and I charge it up to 80% every day. And I've had this 116 mile commute for about 6 months now, since November. But my job before was 104 miles, so I seem to have really long commutes. But wow, look at that sunrise. It's beautiful. But yeah, this is what it's like to commute in Central Florida. The funny part, my boss said I could shift my hours, so I come in really early. So like right now it's 6:30. Yeah, I leave the house at about 5:30. But that way I get to work and I beat a lot of the traffic, which is great. What we're going to do is we're going to come over here and you're going to see this beautiful lake right here. There's a lake right there. See that? That gorgeous sunrise right there. There it is. Beautiful. Yeah, that's a good shot. In Central Florida, there are some hills. I know they don't show up on camera as well, but it's kind of a rolling hills here, which is really neat. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update. And going back to the tax credits, if you want an EV, you need to research and basically snatch up those credits. We always purchase used cars. We don't purchase new cars, but I think this used EV credit for $4,000 is something that's worth snatching up. Now, what I think will happen is when all these credits disappear, you know, these dealers, you got to be really careful. They play some crazy shenanigans where they're Kelly Blue Booking the cars above Blue Book, and then they count that EV credit as part of their listing. So you got to really watch the dealers. And there's some really shady stuff going on right now with them just trying to get you into the dealership. I work with a friend of mine, and he got so fed up, we went to a couple dealerships and they did the bait and switch, and so he actually just bought his used Tesla through Tesla, and you go in 20 minutes you're done. You know, it's great. You don't have to haggle or anything. But you know, there's other EVs you can get, the Ford Mach-E, the Hyundai Ioniq 5. There's some other really, really great EVs. The reason I'm looking at another Tesla is I do like the self-driving. I know there's Chevy Super Cruise and there's Ford Blue Cruise, but none of those systems will do door-to-door, meaning I can leave my house, turn it on, and then get to work, and it will basically drive the entire distance on autopilot or full self-driving, they call it. The second thing is the Sentry mode. So I park in a kind of a sketchy area at work, and the Sentry mode would be great to see, you know, with the cameras. It records all around the car all the time. So that would be really great for security. I guess the third part would be the software. The software in the Tesla on the app is great. I use the watch all the time to, you know, roll down the windows remotely, or start the car remotely, or turn the air conditioning on remotely, and that software is really flawless. Whereas, you know, I've had a Chevy with OnStar. I've heard from other friends who have other cars that it's not as smooth. The software does weird things with infotainment and route planning and preconditioning of the car. But yeah, sorry I haven't been putting out as many good review videos with this long commute. It's taking a lot more of my time. But yeah, that's how life goes sometimes, right? But yeah, if you guys have any comments or questions about EVs, please leave them in the comments below. I'll try to get to every single comment you guys leave. And I've had some really cool questions you guys ask. And let me know what kind of vehicle you're looking for and what kind of EV you're curious about. And you don't have to get an EV. Maybe a hybrid is for you. I've had 5 hybrids, 3 Priuses, actually more than 5. 3 Priuses, because I had a 2006 Prius, 2010 Prius, a 2012 Prius V, which is the station wagon. And then I had 2 Chevy Volts. So we're up to 5, and then we had the Honda CRZ, which is a 2-door hybrid. Yeah, so we had lots of hybrids, but I think full EV is the way to go because of the less maintenance and better acceleration and things like that. My wife has a minivan. She loves that form factor. She refuses to get an EV if it's not basically in the shape of a minivan. And I mean, there is the ID Buzz, but that's crazy expensive for what it is. So when they come out with a cheaper minivan that's an EV, that's going to be probably our second EV. But yeah, right now this Model S is still going 207,000 miles. And you know, don't be scared. You can get a battery replacement for like $7,000 if you get a remanufactured pack, or say 12 to 19,000 depending on the kilowatt size for a new pack. And you can not only you don't have to go through Tesla. There's other third-party companies that will replace your battery pack if you need to. But yeah, if you're looking for a car for super commuting or just commuting in general, the EVs are the way to go. You know, hybrids are great too, but you got to stop at a gas station, and I'd never stop at gas stations. So, you know, you go home, you plug in your car, you go to sleep, you wake up, your car's fully charged. My car fills up in about 4 hours, but it's nice to wake up every single morning with a full tank of fuel to get to work every morning. It's great. All right, well, you guys have a great day. And like I said, comment below on any EV questions you have, or even hybrid questions, because I'm pretty versed on this too. All right, you guys take care. Be safe out there. Bye.
Welcome to Bryce's channel on YouTube. Thank you for watching.